There's only one absolute. Everything freezes.
Hey, what's up guys? We are back again with one of the easiest ladder decks that I've ever played. You build up a big push by dropping a Mega Knight in the back, you go in with the Prince, they will 100% drop a building. After the building gets annihilated, you can rush through with a Hog Rider freeze and snag a tower easily. So let's go jump straight to some games and assert some dominance. I upload daily videos on the channel, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss out. And a huge thank you to everyone that's using creator code SirTag. Every dollar goes directly back in improving the channel, so thank you guys that are helping me make the channel the best it can be. Hey, we got a game here. We're dropping a good luck and trying to cycle a Hog Rider as quickly as we can. Usually, if your opponent doesn't have a building, you just get like 500 damage for free. And if they cycle an Inferno Dragon to counter your Hog Rider freeze, it's free damage. It's free real estate. So, it's awesome. Okay, I guess this could be a little bit more spicy and difficult if you're playing against an Inferno Dragon deck. You got to go in for your bats first and foremost. Expect them to go for a zap or something, and then Inferno Dragon to counter out whatever they drop at the river. Because you can reliably freeze, keep your bats alive, and get a magical counter push that your opponent has not seen the likes of before. I'm going to go for a Bomber and a Hog Rider, and if he arrows us preemptively, we're just going to pull back a lot, zap again, and still get value. I love this deck for that reason. You're consistently bombarding your opponents. They're thinking, oh, Goblin Drill is meta. Everyone and their mother is running Goblin Drill. I don't have to worry about Inferno Dragon. Who runs that card? So no one's really going to have answers for you. And if they do, it's going to be like Zap. And they're probably not going to have Electro Wizard when they have Lava Hound decks. So it's going to be really difficult for them to reset that. So overall, I think that it's just one of those cards that's underappreciated in the meta. I'm going to go for a Mega Knight here. I can follow up with Bats afterward. It's going to be interesting to see what he does to defend the Prince. Yeah, I was talking about defending the Prince, and that wasn't even on this man's radar. He's like, wait, what? Defending Prince? That's not in my vocabulary. What are you talking about, Jake? I don't see the left-hand side of the map. It doesn't look like he sees it at all. He looked left, he looked right, and there was no tower left in sight. So I'm going to go for a Hog Rider. He's going to lose the Inferno Dragon to the tower, and I'm wondering if I need to go for a freeze here or what I want to do. Generally, just better for us to zap because we get that extra hit.
Nope.
Ooh, I spoke too soon. I cursed myself. I cursed myself like a mother witch. So if we go for Inferno Dragon, finish that Baby Dragon off, it's just a waste of elixir. I haven't seen anything, and I mean anything, to go and counter this effectively. Oh, that's so bad for me. He's going to Inferno Dragon right now. So our best answer, our own Inferno Dragon, predict his Inferno Dragon and drop bats. Maybe disguise everything with a freeze for a second. Okay, this is getting a bit spicy in the kitchen, guys. Not gonna lie, not loving it right now. But if we zap on top of the Dark Prince and some of those pups, maybe we can get enough value here. What is that optimistic Baby Dragon in the middle? What is that supposed to accomplish in life? I'd love to see what his thought process was there, because that was interesting to say the least. So he might go in for a really aggressive arrows on top of the Inferno Dragon and finish it off, but even if he does that, I think we just straight up 3-crown. We're going for a Prince. We're following up with a Hog Rider. He's got... I don't even know what he's got anymore because he doesn't have Elixir. We're going to follow up with a freeze and try to 3-crown you as fast as possible. Give me the 3-crown. I deserve it, baby. That's what this deck does. Utter dominance. I can't believe what just happened in that game. That was a roller coaster ride of emotions, and it was so much fun. This deck never disappoints me. Every single time that I play, it is always a hilarious game. Hey, we got a game here already. We are rushing through with the Hog Rider and the Bats. The reason why I love going for Bats with my Hog Rider, it's very difficult for your opponent to actually go in for an aggressive play of activating King Tower. And sometimes when you freeze with Bats, it demolishes whatever they drop on defense. So then they don't have any counter push. It's a win-win, guys. You destroy whatever units they defend, and you do more damage to the tower. Also, on top of that, you have the ability to deny them going in for a tornado to activate King Tower. If they try to, the Bats still remain on the tower, and they lose the game. So it's very funny when they just activate King Tower against a single Hog Rider. I also could have zapped there, but... Ooh, this is spicy. Guys, I hate playing against Balloon when you don't have a single counter in hand. So we're going to cycle back like a madman, get the Bats back. We're still taking a lot more damage than I want. Maybe we can get a decent interaction here, though. If I can follow up with a Prince after... Ooh, yeah, I think we got this. I think we got it. Fortunately, We stopped the Mega Knight from jumping for joy on our tower. However, the big issue is the win condition of the furnace. That did more damage than like 3 balloon hits, man. Why is that doing so much? I can't even stop that. If I go in for a zap, it's literally 2 elixir against a 1 elixir fire spirit that he got infinite amounts of because he dropped a furnace. Furnace is broken and it needs a nerf, just like our deck. But our deck kind of counters the meta, and it's very fun. You guys haven't seen anything like this ever because most people are running Goblin Drill, and you know, we're making stuff a little bit more original and spicy up in this kitchen. So I'm going to follow up with a bomber. I could hypothetically go in for a Hog Rider here. I think it's going to be the better decision just so we can get a freeze, maybe. If I'm able to freeze on top of the Inferno Dragon and finish it off with our Inferno Dragon, we are the superior dragon. We are budding you alive, and sir, you are not ready for the medieval times of princes and dragons and everything that we could possibly throw at you. Oh, wait. Come back, Mega Knight. Meet the Inferno Dragon. You're not able to walk away from this greeting. Okay. I guess you are. You've got arrows. You can pierce my heart, Cupid. Not about that life. Really not about that life, but we're in a great spot. If we're able to defend right here, right now with the freeze, we can make our memes firmly rooted in reality. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the freeze arena if we want to, or if we need to. I don't think we do. So I'm not going to waste an elixir. Sometimes I will waste elixir because I'm a savage, but this time we're playing a little bit different. Could we go in for a freeze? Are we able to hit everything here? Yeah, we're able to hit the Inferno Dragon. Let's vibe with it. Oh, heck yeah, man. Let's get this bread. Are we just going to 3-crown this guy too? Is that a possibility? Do we just 3-crown every opponent that we play against? Is this what this deck does? It's utterly dominant. So yeah, we're going to lose the tower here. It doesn't matter to me though. It's going to Hog Rider. I'm going to follow up with bats on defense. He loses the Mega Knight. He loses the game. So it's brilliant, it's phenomenal, it's fun, and you know that you can always take towers when your opponent overcommits because your bats or Inferno Dragon, no matter what it is, you're able to get juicy positive elixir trades on defense, and I would have been able to freeze the King Tower and 3-crown him in 2 more seconds. Hey, jumping into this one, we're going to go in for a bomber in the back, and we'll figure out what this guy's got. I mean, we don't really want to play super aggressive. Our deck is generally about counter pushing, and he's already realized his mistake. He dropped a skeleton barrel right into the bomber and bats. Phenomenal counter push structure for us where I can dependably go in for a freeze if he goes in for too much spam. Oh, thank you. Let's get it. I'm able to zap and finish off the firecracker. The bats are still alive on the tower, and that is all the power that we could possibly ask for. And he freaks out. He's like, Jake, I got to get the damage back. I got to get the damage back. And what does he do? He rages. He just gets really upset. He's not happy. He's super angry right now. Oh, he's still spamming emotes. You love to see it. I guess if you're him, you probably hate to see it. And I don't know. I kind of feel bad because I don't want to make people angry. But at the same time, this is very funny to me. Oh, that's just going to go trade the tower, right? I could freeze this. If only I had Zap and Cycle. That could have been the vibe. He's still angry when he gets a positive elixir trade there. What? Come on, man. Lighten up. Be a happier panda.
You need to chill a little.
Okay, so back to business in this game. Obviously, when I'm up this amount, I can zap, I can go for bombers. But usually when you're able to convert defense to offense with bombers on top of skeleton barrels or goblin drills, it's much better. So yeah, I'm just going to go for a bomber. I'm going to get a positive elixir trade. Why would you expect anything other than a negative trade there for you? Why would you think that you could spend all of your elixir and get away with it? Sir, we're not allowing you to rob the elixir bank and cheat and make infinite elixir out of nothing. It's just not possible, my man. So if he actually hits that correctly, he's vibing, but he does not. Oh, I missed the freeze. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter, guys. It's completely calculated. Just a blatant assertion of dominance to the point to let him know, hey, we don't need that freeze. So we've won this game. All we have to do is defend, and there's no way for him to break through. Corbin, cut to the end, and fast forward. So yeah, this game wasn't really that close at all. We're just going to freeze the skeletons and walk away with a win. Some things never change. This guy is going to be spamming that angry emote until he goes to bed tonight. I feel a little bit bad, but man, you got to learn this deck. If you want to win games, you shouldn't be running that crazy shenanigans. And you gotta love juicy win streaks. We are not stopping anytime soon with this deck. Hey, so jumping into this game, 6-6-6-6. Oh man, that's pretty interesting. I've never seen that accumulation of trophies before. He must be really lucky or super unlucky. So I'm gonna go in for a prince here. Make sure that the lumberjack. Ooh! Wow, I got finagled. I guess he's super lucky. I was wondering if it was gonna be luck or bad luck, but he is super solid right now. Maybe the prince. Oh, nope. It's just the good luck, guys. It's the good luck. coming through and wrecking us today. So if I Hog Rider, I think the Fire Spirit jumps onto that. We pull back most of the skeletons. And wait, look at that. Fire Spirit was so lost in life. Please don't activate King Tower. Please don't activate King Tower. Please don't activate King Tower. Thank you, Hog Rider. You are my savior. You also almost got a hit on the tower on the left-hand side. So I'm proud of you. I respect you. He's definitely going to gold. Yeah.
How does he always know?
You guys just know, like, when someone gets really excited and they're like, I've got fire spirits from my furnace, they're coming down, and you see Night Witch in the back as the very first play of the game, you know that you're going to eventually get gold. So I think a decent decision here is to go all in with the Prince and then stop him from 3-crowning me with the Inferno Dragon. So we'll see what happens, see what he decides to do. I assume that he's going to go for a Skeleton Army at some point. Wait, can we 3-crown you too? Is that a possibility here? I would love to. So I'm going to go in for the Inferno Dragon here, first and foremost. We need to be able to shut down those bats as well. It doesn't seem like we get enough damage to be able to start off the 3-crown push, but it's a lot to get, you know? We're having an accumulation of cards on the right-hand side to 3-crown him eventually. It's part of the process, guys. You got to believe. You got to believe in the value. So we're going to hog here. I meant to drop it right there, by the way, but it's fine because I guess we bait out a Skeleton Army anyway. And now we can go and build up a Prince push, which I wouldn't have been able to do before. This is actually working way better. I can't believe I preemptively Hog Ridered in the wrong spot, and it worked out better than I could have ever planned. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, we're going to freeze. No way. This Inferno Dragon, it's got to do him dirty. It's got to do him dirty. Right now, you have one job, and that's what I'm talking about. I love this deck. I did not play well at the start. I fell flat on my face, but the deck carries. And yet again, we are not losing. The win streak continues. We have not lost a single game in so long. I can't believe this deck. If you're looking for a brand new deck to push up ladder, this is probably it because it's undefeated. It's OP. So jumping into this game, why are we playing against someone so much lower than me in trophies? Come on, Clash Royale, we want to climb, not get a plus 23 or 27 or 25. I don't know, it's just going to make me a sad panda. But maybe if he overcommits and I take his trophies quick, it will be a painless process. So I'm going to go for Hog Rider and Bats on the left-hand side. We're going to jump that log like it's our job. And maybe we can even go for a freeze. Yeah, I'm definitely going to freeze because we hit the Ice Spirit. The Bats get on the tower. This is pretty phenomenal for us. Obviously, we are taking a ton of damage on the other side. But are we going to do more damage than him? That is the question that we were asking ourselves. There's no reset for the Inferno Dragon. So overall, we do more damage. We get counter push. And it makes me happy because it's against 2.6 Hog Rider. Not the easiest matchup in the world, but in double elixir later on, you can make it work. You can make this happen by playing it perfectly. So I could go in for a bomber here. I could also go in for a Prince, but I'm thinking that Mega Knight is definitely going to be the better vibe. I'm also going to follow up with a bomber. We are going to shut down the Hog Rider with only one hit on the tower. Not too bad. Maybe we go in for a Hog Rider on the other side, or hypothetically could follow up with Bats. Yeah, I'm going to Hog Rider and Bats on the other side right now. Just going to try to make this work with the Mega Knight tanking. I need to get the Bats onto the tower. Oh, wait. We just bamboozled through the cannon. I admittedly not played 2.6 a lot recently, but I thought for sure that was going to pull. Apparently, it did not, though. So I'm not going to defend that because I can't defend that. The Hog Rider is just going to get 2 hits and take the tower. So why would I drop an Inferno Dragon and waste elixir for no reason whatsoever? Bigger brain here. We've evolved. We haven't become stupid yet. You know, it's awesome to be able to play this game for so long and understand different interactions and still always learn things. Like that cannon placement, I thought for sure was going to pull the Hog Rider. I guess it was one more tile to the left and then it would have pulled. But we're still in a good spot. Maybe we go in for an Inferno Dragon in the same lane as the Musketeer. The interesting thing is having really dynamic games like this one, I think yields itself to him more so because he's got a building. My freeze is going to be a bit better when it's a 1-1 game or a 1-0 game. I can't really drop a Hog Rider in the middle very effectively. Got to go and keep dropping it in the corner. I can still freeze the King Tower though and everything here. So that's pretty promising. The Inferno Dragon's still alive. Maybe we go in for Bats here. I could zap, depending if he goes in for Skeletons or something. I'm still going to zap everything. It's worth it, right? Get one extra hit with the Mega Knight on top of the Musketeer. We didn't get through it all, but, you know, it felt pretty good, you know? I like getting that damage. So, I need to get a massive elixir advantage to break through. That's what we realized in this type of situation. It's not going to work any other way. But a Prince, I'm going to go for a Mega Knight. I likely need to go in for Inferno Dragon to melt the cannon. It's going to get reset, but as long as he doesn't go in for Skeletons, we're fine with it. And then we Bats, Hog Rider, and Bomber here. So what we're trying to do is make a massive amount of trade push with the bats and the hog rider, freeze with the bats and hog on the tower again. And if we do a funky tower trade with the hog rider still getting damaged and then the zap resetting again, we are vibing with it. Unfortunately, I can't really freeze and zap cycle this man out. So there is going to be that as a negative situation for us. But maybe this is going to be enough if we go in for hog rider and bats here. The bats should be able to break through maybe if he goes in for a cannon, then I freeze. Oh, I just need some bats on the tower. Come on, bury the bat. You were supposed to go. Oh, wait, the bomber. Bomber. Be clutch. Be Kobe. Come on, baby. Let's go. Picking up with a bat could not throw down. That's what we like to see. The bomber is our true MVP. Only 27 trophies there, so that was really scary. I would have lost a lot. Like, subscribe, and have an incredible rest of your day.